Finnish mythology. 27 languages. Finnish mythology commonly refers of the folklore of Finnish paganism, of which a modern revival is practiced by a small percentage of the Finnish people. It has many shared features with Estonian and other Finnic mythologies, but also with neighboring Baltic, Slavic and, to a lesser extent, Norse mythologies. Finnish mythology survived within an oral tradition of mythical poem singing and folklore well into the 19th century. Of the animals, the most sacred was the bear, whose real name was never uttered out loud, which was thought to be unfavorable to the hunt. The bear, karhu in Finnish, was seen as the embodiment of the forefathers, and for this reason it was called by many Circumlocutions, Mesikarman, Meadpaw, Otso, Proud One, Conchio, Dweller of the Land. Meet Sankultaumina, the golden apple of the forest. It was not strictly seen as a god. History of Study, edit. The first historical mention of Finnish folk religion was by the bishop and Lutheran reformer Mikael Agricola, 1510–1555, in the preface to his 1551 Finnish translation of the Psalms. 1. Agricola supplied a list of purported deities of the Harm, in Swedish, Tavastia, and Karjala, Kalia. It detailed 12 deities in each region, 1, 2, with their supposed functions briefly set out in verse form. 1, 3. Some commentators state that only 11 deities were listed for Harm, 4, not counting Agricola's mention of Piru, the devil. Due to the lists, Agricola is considered to be the father of the study of Finnish religious history and mythology. 1, 5. Later scholars and students commonly quoted Agricola's lists as a historical source. Only in the late 18th century did scholars begin to critically re-examine Agricola's work. 6. Finding that most of the problems donating other ways to give frequently asked questions. We never sell your information. By submitting, you are agreeing to our donor privacy policy. The Wikimedia Foundation is a non-profit, tax-exempt organization. If you make a recurring donation, you will be debited by the Wikimedia Foundation until you notify us to stop. We'll send you an email, which will include a link to easy cancellation instructions. I already donated. How often would you like to donate? One time give monthly. Please select an amount, USD. The average donation in the United States is around $13. $2.75, $15, $25. $50, $100, $250. $500 other. Please select a payment method. Bank transfer, ACH. Maybe later. 1. Suzo Asina. 2. 3. Continue. This is what we are up against. December the 7th, an important update for readers in the United States. You deserve an explanation, so please don't skip this 1-minute read. It's Saturday, December the 7th. Our fundraiser will soon be over, but we're short of our goal. If you've lost count of how many times you've visited Wikipedia this year, we hope that means it's given you at least $2.75 of knowledge. If everyone who NDS Wikipedia useful gave $2.75, we'd hit our goal in a few hours. The internet we were promised, a place of free, collaborative, and accessible knowledge, is under constant threat. Wikipedia's volunteers create and verify the pages you rely on, supported by tools that undo vandalism within minutes, ensuring the information you seek is trustworthy. Just 2% of our readers donate, so if you have given in the past and Wikipedia still provides you with $2.75 worth of knowledge, donate today. If you are undecided, remember any contribution helps. Thank you. Proud host of Wikipedia and its sister sites. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Structure of the world. According to Finnish mythology, figures on his list were not gods, but local guardian spirits, figures from folk mythology or explanatory legends, cultural heroes, Christian saints under alternative names, and, in one case, a harvest time festival. 4. Kristfrid Ganander's Mythologia Fennica, published in 1789, was the first truly scholarly foray into Finnish mythology. Citation needed. In the 19th century, research into Finnish folklore intensified. Scholars like Elias Lönnrot, J.F. Kajan, M.A. Castron, and D.E.D. Europelus travelled around Finland writing down folk poetry sung by Runo, poem singers, many of whom were Tutajat, traditional ritual specialists. The genres they collected included material like the Synnyt, which give mythical accounts of the origins of many natural phenomena. From this material Lönnrot edited the Kalevala as well as the Cantelata. The wealth of folk poetry collected in the 19th century often deals with pre-Christian pagan themes, and has allowed scholars to study Finnish mythology in more detail. The Origins and the Structure of the World, edit. The world was believed to have been formed out of a bird's egg or eggs. The species of the bird and the number of eggs varies between traditions. In the Kalevala the bird is a pochard that lays 7 eggs, 6 of gold and 1 of iron. Examples from other stories include a swallow, a loon, and a mythical giant eagle, Koko. The sky was believed to be the upper cover of the egg, alternately it was seen as a tent, which was supported by a column at the North Pole, below the North Star. The movement of the stars was explained to be caused by the sky dome's rotation around the North Star and itself. A great whirl was caused at the North Pole by the rotation of a column of sky. Through this whirl, souls could exit the world to the land of dead, Twinella. Earth was believed to be flat. At the edges of Earth was Lintukoto, the home of the birds, a warm region in which birds lived during the winter. The Milky Way is called Linnanrata, 7, the path of the birds, because the birds were believed to move along it to Lintukoto and back. In modern Finnish usage, the word Lintukoto means an imaginary happy, warm, and peaceful paradise-like place. Birds also had other significance. Birds brought a human soul to the body at the moment of birth, and took it away at the moment of death. In some areas, it was necessary to have a wooden bird figure nearby to prevent the soul from escaping during sleep. This Salulintu, 8, the soul bird, protected the soul from being lost in the paths of dreams. Waterfowl are very common in tales, and also in stone paintings and carvings, indicating their great significance in the beliefs of ancient Finns. Twinella, the land of the dead, edit. Main article, Twinella. Twinella was the land of dead, an underground home or city for all dead people, without moral judgment. It was a dark and lifeless place, where everybody slept forever. A sufficiently brave shaman could travel to Twinella in trance to ask for the forefathers' guidance. This required crossing the dark river of Twinella. If the shaman had a proper reason, a boat would come to take them over. Many times, a shaman's soul would have to trick the gods of Twinella into thinking that they were actually dead. Ukko, the god of sky and thunder, edit. Ukko, old man, was a god of the sky, weather, and the crops. The Finnish word for thunder, Ukkonen, little Ukko, or Ukanilma, Ukko's weather, is derived from his name. In the Kalevala he is also called Yilajumala, overgod, supreme. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Velamo, the wife of Ati and the goddess of water. Pictured as a mermaid in the coat of arms of Pagan. Tavastia, god. He makes all his appearances in myths solely by natural effects. Ukko's origins are probably in Baltic Perkons and the older Finnish sky god Ilmarinen. While Ukko took Ilmarinen's position as the sky god, Ilmarinen's destiny was to turn into a smith hero, or the god of the rock. In the epic poetry of the Kalevala, Ilmarinen is credited with forging the stars on the dome of the sky and the magic mill of plenty, the Sampo. Ukko's weapon was a hammer, axe or sword, by which he struck lightning. While Ukko and his wife Arka, old woman, mated, there was a thunderstorm. He created thunderstorms by riding his chariot over the clouds. The original weapon of Ukko was probably the boat-shaped stone axe of battle axe culture. Ukko's hammer Vaisara, lit. Hammer, probably originally meant the same thing as the boat-shaped stone axe. When stone tools were abandoned in the Metal Ages, the origins of stone weapons became a mystery. They were believed to be weapons of Ukko left behind after a lightning strike. Shamans collected and held stone axes because they were believed to hold supernatural powers. Heroes, gods and spirits, edit. Ati, or Ato, god of the depths, giver of fish. Ajata, sometimes Ajatara, an evil forest spirit. Arka, old lady, female spirit, feminine counterpart of Ukko. 9. Akras, the god of fertility and the protector of plants, especially the turnip. Antrovipunin, deceased giant, protector of deep knowledge and magic. Etianen. Hissi, demon, originally meaning a sacred grove, later a mean goblin. Iku Turso, a malevolent sea monster, probably same as Tursas. Ilmarinen, the great smith, maker of heaven. Designed the Sampo mill of fortune. Originally a male spirit of air. Ilmatar, female spirit of air, the daughter of primeval substance of creative spirit. Mother of Vainamwanan in Kalevala. Jumala, a generic name for a major deity. Originally the name given by the Finns to the sky, the sky god, and the supreme god. Later Tivas and Ukko were used as the names for the sky and the sky god. The word means God and was later used for the Christian God. The origin of the word is unknown. Some possible explanations are derivation from Jomali, the supreme deity of the Permians, and origination from the Estonian word Jum. Kalevanpoika, son/man of Kaleva, a giant hero who can cut down forests and mow down huge meadows, identical with Estonian national epic hero Kalevapog. Kav, ancient god of sky, later the deity of the lunar cycle. Father of Vainamwanan. Also Kaleva. Kullervo, tragic antihero. Model for Turintrumba in Tolkien's Silmarillion. Kauta, goddess of the moon. Lemminkäinen, Ati Saarelainen, Kaukomieli, a brash hero. Lempo, became synonymous with a demon in the Christian era. Lally, Finn who slew Saint Henry of Uppsala on the ice of Lake Koilio, according to a legend. Louhi, the matriarch of Pohjola, hostess of the underworld. Luviata, the blind daughter of Twini and the mother of 9 diseases. Lunata, spirit of nature, feminine creator. Meninkinan, a fairy spirit, gnome, leprechaun of some sort. Metsanvaki, spirit of forest, forest creature. Mieliki, wife of Tapio, the goddess of the forest. Niiki, the god of hunting, son of Tapio. Naki, the fearsome spirit of pools, wells and bridges, a spiteful and beautiful woman-like creature with woman's body. And fishes behind who flatters men into water in Estonian mythology. Same as Nix. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Otso, the spirit of bear, one of many circumlocutory epithets. Pavata, the goddess of the sun. Pekko, or Pelon Pekko, the god of crops, especially barley and brewing. Perkel, the devil. Originally a god of thunder, Perkel was demonized with the introduction of the Christian religion. Related to Baltic Perkunas and Germanic Thor. Pelervo, or Sampsa Pelervoinen, the god of harvest. Pi Hatuntu, tutelary of the yard. Piru, spirit, demon. Probably later loan word related to spirit. Citation needed. Rako, the Kalian god of time, Rako Tars the moon describes the phases of the moon. Citation needed. Sama, the personification of a violent death. Sornatuntu, tutelary of the sauna. Tapio, the god of the forest. Telurvo, the goddess of the forest, daughter of Tapio and Mieliki. Tuntu, generally benign tutelary. Originally, a patron of cultivated land, keeper of lot. Twinetta, name referring to both the mistress and the daughter of Twini. Twini, the personification of death. Tursus, the Tavastian god of war. May be the same as the Germanic Tyr. Tuuliki, daughter of Tapio and Mieliki, goddess of animals. Ukko, old man, the god of the sky and thunder, related to Thor, Estonian Tara. Velamo, the wife of Ati, goddess of the sea, lakes and storms. A current image of Velamo can be seen on the coat of arms of Page at Harm. Vidinamo, mother of waters, the Kalian goddess of water of the Kalia region, resembles a mermaid, with the body of a fish and the torso and head of a human woman. Like a Greek siren, she sings and seduces humans into the murky depths. Fishermen used to offer their first catch to appease Vidinamo, and spotting her was regarded as an extremely bad omen. Citation needed. Vainamwanan, the old and wise man, who possessed a potent, magical voice. Also related to Estonian Vainmuin. The central character in Finnish folklore, and he is the main character in the Kalevala. Places, edit. Kuopalin Vuori, Riatiko, where women who die as virgins go, and later a place where witches meet at Easter. Twinella, also Manola, Pohjola, abode of the dead, underworld. Vainola, also known as the land of Kalevala. Pohjola. Arnivalkia, an eternal flame marking the spot of buried treasure. Lintukoto, a mythical place where migratory birds were believed to live in wintertime. The word is used as a metaphor for a happy place in Finnish. Animals, edit. Brown bear, the bear was considered the most sacred of animals in Finnish mythology, only referred to by euphemisms, see taboo and no name. The killing of a bear was followed by a great feast in honor. of the bear, Pajazit, where a substantial part of the celebrations consisted of convincing the bear's spirit that it had died accidentally and hadn't been murdered. Afterwards, the bear's skull was hung high upon a pine tree so its spirit could re-enter the heavens. Kalevala on the bear. Swan of Twinella, Twinellan Joutsen. Elk of Hissy, Phi, Huden Hervey. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Artifacts, edit. The Sampo, a magical artifact that brought good fortune to its holder. According to Lonrot's interpretation in the Kalevala, it was a mill that made flour, salt, and gold out of thin air. Vainamwanan's magic cantel which he made from the jaws of a huge pike and a young lady's hair. Vainamwanan's great sword, which shines like the sun and is extraordinarily sharp. See also, edit. Estonian mythology. Finnish paganism. Modern Finnish paganism. Notes, edit. 1 ABCD Pentikainen, 1999, p7. 2 Virtanen and Dubois, pp. 18. 3 Pentikainen, 1999, p236. 4 AB Talv, 1997, p227. 5 Pentikainen, 1999, p235. 6 Pentikainen, 1999, p8. 7 Elias Lonrot, John Martin Crawford, tr. 1888. Kalevala, the epic poem of Finland, complete by Lonrot and Crawford at Project Gutenberg, Preface, Glossary, Linnanrata. 8 Talv, 1997, p223. Google Books. 9 Arka on Godchecker. References, edit. Honko, Lorai, Seni Taimanen, Michael Branch, and Keith Bosley. 1994. The Great Bear, a thematic anthology of oral poetry in the Finno-Ugrian languages. New York, Oxford University Press. Originally published 1993 by the Finnish Literature Society. Holmberg, Uno. 1964. Finno-Ugric, Siberian. The Mythology of All Races, Volume 4, ed. by John Arnott McCullough. New York, Cooper Square Publishers, 1964. Originally published 1927 by Marshall Jones, Boston. Pentikainen, Juha Y. 1999. Kalevala Mythology, Expanded ed. Translated by Ritvapum. Bloomington, Indiana. University Press. Kuyuzi, Matti, Keith Bosley, and Michael Branch. 1977. Finnish Folk Poetry, Epic. Helsinki, Finnish Literature Society. Pentikainen, Juha. 2002. Kalevala, the Finnish National Epic Thizes Finland. Talv, Ilma. 1997. Finnish Folk Culture. Studia Finnica, Ethnologica 4. Translated by Susan Sinisalo. Helsinki. Finnish Literature Society. Virtanen, Leah and Dubois, Thomas. 2000. Finnish Folklore. Studia Finnica, Folklorista 9. Translated by Thomas Dubois. Helsinki, Finnish Literature Society in association with University of Washington Press, Seattle, WA. Further reading, edit. Starcarola, Laura, 2002. Myth and Mentality, Studies in Folklore and Popular Thought. Helsinki, Finnish Literature Society ISBN 978-951-746-371-3 Valk, Ulo, 2000, Ex Ovo Omnia, Where Does the Balto-Finnic Cosmogony Originate? The Etiology of an Etiology. Oral Tradition 15, 145-158. Categories: Finnish mythology, Uralic mythology. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF.